Hello Bellingham, this is Markis D. I'm over on D Street. That's the fish hatchery down below. Pretty day. Good social spacing here for a few people hanging out, making use of the space. Somebody was sleeping over here in the grass earlier. Things are fairly neat here. I have been told to come on down and have a look at this place by an officer of the BPD who's responding to my calls that we don't be doing sweeps. Now, this mess up here that you see right here, this is actually in the midst of being cleaned up. We rolled up on somebody that I know, and a known client and friend of mine, and to Homes now, and he's helping them get their stuff in order, get moved along. You know what happens here, more obviously than not, you know, is that what people need right here, right now, would just be a dumpster, and this wouldn't be the disaster that apparently it turned into 3 weeks ago. I've heard reports that this street was absolutely horrible 3 weeks ago, and it's a small disaster. So I'm glad that it got cleaned up, and I want you to know that I've been speaking with the police, and I've got Mary with me holding the phone for me now. But I've been talking with the police. They're saying that they're insisting that the only sweeping that they're doing, the only cleanups that they're doing, are the people who are having real health issues around their camps, and if you're in a park. So, they're just a clarification for those of you, because Chief Dahl wanted me. I just talked to him this morning. He wanted to be perfectly clear with me, so that if you're in a park, they're going to move you along. Nobody camps in the parks, period, and that's the way it is. I think that we should probably be a little more lenient on that right now. We are in a state of emergency, big emergency, U.S., and the homeless people have their own rules written in right now with how the state treats them. They're not required to stay in shelter in place like the rest of us were asked to do under Inslee's order. There was wording specifically for the homeless in Washington State that they could be on the move, because they have to be able to be on the move sometimes, right? You know, so it's written in there to give them the option of being on the move and not being persecuted for that. So I understand that writing, but that's where we are, you know. So we've had, I've been looking at the police blotter. We've had a lot of cleanups recently this month, and we've had, in this month, at least 2 that I think I saw of the sitting and lying on the sidewalk violations. And on that, I just got to say, you know, don't be writing no tickets for sitting and lying on the sidewalks in front of a business that isn't even operational right now, you know, because there was one on Cornwall or something. And I'm not trying to be too critical, but at the same time, we've got to push the envelope. We need to have a camp, an outside tent encampment in Bellingham right away. If you've got the backyard, or if your church or whatever, let Homes Now help you. Contact us at homesnow.org, and we'll help you. If you wanted to help set up a camp, we know the people. We've been serving these people. We know how to help you do that, and we'd be glad to make that happen with you. It takes a village to do this. This isn't something that a few individual heroes can go out and do. This is a special circumstance. We've got to really step up how we protect each other while helping serve the community, and do that in a safe and sane way. Look, I just wanted to be clear about what the BPD says about this. For better or worse, they are doing cleanups. They're insistent that it's only under the worst circumstances or in a park. So, it's a beautiful day out here in Bellingham. Everybody here is pretty much feeding themselves. Yeah, there's too much stuff out here. Yeah, there's probably too many bicycles out here. Yeah, we could probably deal with that a little later. We're in the middle of an emergency. And so, but I could see a use for an outhouse and a dumpster right here on the corner would be great. Something like that right there. Nice spot for it. I mean, somebody thought that's a nice spot for a tent. I don't blame them. Much love to you all. Take care of each other. don't forget to care for the least among us. Don't forget to contact, your government. We're all having a harder time talking to the government right now, and they're having a harder time talking to each other. So make that effort, okay? Send out those emails and talk to the people that are going to help ease the burden instead of making it worse. We don't want sweeps or cleanups out here when people could just camp safely with a little help and direction. There's no reason why the governments can't be helping to direct their own tent encampment and not letting it just happen haphazardly in the street. This doesn't look too haphazard here. Thank you so much for cleaning up.
Always try. Because I'm homeless, it's me. I have to live like a
That's right. Okay, guys. So that's the state of things here on D Street and in Bellingham today. This is Markis D for Homes Now, and much love to you all. Take care.